Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be telling you about the sensing section and the operator section in Scratch. So let's get started. So I'm going to share my screen and here we are. So the first block in the sensing section is the touching mouse pointer block. I told you about this a little bit in my previous video because we used it in the examples. But now I'm going to be telling you about it specifically. So here we have a drop down which has two options, mouse pointer and edge. These two options are the default options given by Scratch. But if you choose any sprite, if you're making a program, then if you go to the drop down, here it will be there. It's going to add up here. So that's why I'm just going to tell you the default ones because you can make anything in Scratch and it's all about your imagination, so that's why. Touching mouse pointer. What will happen if I touch this sprite with the mouse pointer? So I'm gonna tell you an example now. From the events block, from the event section, I'm gonna be taking the then flat clicked block, and from the control section, I'm gonna be taking the forever block and the if then block. Now I'm gonna be attaching this block inside here. You see one thing? The pointing directions like these, the pointy edges, can only be attached in something like this. And if you're still confused, you can even get it closer. If it's lighting up, that means you can attach it inside. So yeah, keep that in mind. If touching mouse pointer, we could say hello for 2 seconds. So I'm gonna go in looks and get the say hello for 2 seconds. Or we can write here, subscribe. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell and like the video so you know when I'm posting a video. Okay. And some exclamatory marks won't hurt. Okay. Now let me press the green flag. And so I'm not going to touch it with my mouse pointer. It's not going to say anything. But when I'm going to touch it with my mouse pointer, it's going to say subscribe. If I don't get my mouse pointer out of the sprite, it's going to say subscribe forever till I don't stop the program or anything. And if I get it off, it's going to say, hide it in 2 seconds. So, yeah. Now, I'm just going to put this aside. Now, the other one is edge. The edges are the borders of the stage, which are these. So what will happen if you're touching the edge? So this is the same thing. I'm just going to put it inside, but I'm going to write here change size by 10. So let's get started now. So when the sprite will touch the edges, it's going to change its size by 10. So let me start now. Now, as it's an example, I'm going to be dragging it to here. So let me just take it. And as there's a forever loop, it's going to go to the biggest size possible in Scratch, which is 535. If you want to know these sizes and directions properly, I made the introduction video, which was my first video, so you can check it out on my channel, or the link is in the description box below, so you can go and check it out after this video. Okay, now I'm just gonna do it the simple size, which is 100, the normal size. Okay. Now the other block in the sensing section is touching color block. What will happen if you touch this color? You'll be like, can we only take that color? Isn't there any palette or something? There is. Just click on this color thingy and you will have a whole drop down with the palette of amazements. Amazement. Yeah, that's good. Color, saturation, and brightness is here, and you can choose any color possible here, Fun learning. Okay. And I just wanted to even tell you that there's a logo here. If you click on it, you can choose the same color from the stage, and you don't have to match the saturation, brightness, or color. You just have to click on it. It's gonna be here because sometimes it happens that sometimes the color, the saturation, or the brightness is mistakenly wrong, and the program doesn't work. So that's why this logo will come and help, or this button, whatever you call it. So now I'm going to be giving you an example for this. I'm going to be painting a backdrop. So here I'm going to be converting it to bitmap so I can paint the backdrop. First I'm going to make a line. Okay. Now let's make a rough line. Rough line. Yep, rough line. I'm not, doing something artistic here. Just making a line. Here, let me just make that. Oh my god. I have to pick that again. Okay, perfect. And yes. Now I'm going to be painting it with 2 colors. And I'm going to be taking something like this. Yeah, I like it. But first, I even have to get this, I have to get rid of the line. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to be coding it. And now you'll be knowing how to duplicate blocks, delete them properly, and add a comment. Okay, I'm going to be taking when flag clicked, and the forever block, and the if block. But first, I'm going to be duplicating it. How? From any device you're doing scratch, you just have to right click. Yep, right click from a keypad, or if you're using phone, you can just you have to right click on the block you want to duplicate, okay? Not like here. It's gonna go with the screen. If you want to duplicate a block, then you have to click you have to right click on that block, like this. And you have 3 options, which is duplicate, add comment, and delete block. So, what you have to do is just click on duplicate, and it's going to make a clone of the block. If you've seen my previous video, I have told you how to make clone of the sprite. So now you're knowing how to make clones or duplicate them, the blocks. You can duplicate blocks, clone making. So it's kind of the same. So, yeah. Okay. Another one is add comment. So when you're putting something like, making something, if you want to give any instruction to the block, you're just going to write it and add a comment. Like, hello. Just for an example. Like, it doesn't work like that. But yeah, you can small it, you make it a little bit small in the size from here, so it's not very distracting, or you can delete it from here. Again, if I right click, if you want to do your deleting blocking, is that even a thing? Huh? If you want to delete a block properly, you have to right click and you have an option here known as delete block. Well, you can even do like that, but just gonna delete that. So you can practice this if you want to. And now I'm just gonna duplicate this too. We're gonna be doing so much duplicating these video. You're gonna be a duplicate master. Okay. Now what I'm gonna be doing is taking this and taking this color. See, it's so easy. You don't have to, map anything. Go with the flow. And now what you have to do is, I want it to glide everywhere, like boom, boom, like if you're playing tennis and you're the cock, or the badminton, whatever you call it, or whatever you imagine. Now I'm just going to take the glide option and put it right here. And again, we will duplicate it. Or you can take that again, but I'm duplicating it. Duplicating practice is amazing. Okay, and I'm going to make it a little bit slower. Okay. So I'm going to put it right here. And note the X and Y's and put it right here. It's touching that color, so it's going to glide to here at the bluish color. So minus 126 and 38. Like that. And I'm just going to put it right here and see it's now minus. It's 126 and 11. Okay. Now let's see if this works. I made it 2 seconds, so it's slower. Okay, now let's get started. See, it's like clock. The clock is moving very slowly, but gently. I like it. You can make any other finishing touches, like make it glide or make its color shine, whatever. I'm just giving an example for touching color, so yeah. Now the other block is if this color is touching this color. So now I'm going to be doing the options. I'm just going to click on the filler thing. Okay. Filler thing. I'm just going to take the color of the sprite and a color, this pinkish color. Okay? If this color is touching this color, then I want it to... What can we do? Yeah, we can choose to... okay, I'm going so slow. Okay, we can choose to, change the costume. So I'm just going to do that. I'm going to change the costume. Costume. Or next costume. Yeah. Now what I'm going to be, making this thing and, starting this program, if you see an incorrect thing, then that's good, because there's gonna be something incorrect or not good, Then I'm gonna be clicking on it. Now I'm gonna take it to the pink as it's an example. Did you get it? Did you get the problem? It's too fast. You can't even see it. So what are you gonna do? Get it? Very nice. We're gonna be doing the wait seconds block. I'm gonna doing 0.2 seconds. That's okay for me. I don't want to be so slow and so fast. So I'm gonna do 0. Okay, I'm not gonna cut that. 0.2 seconds. Okay, let's go. Going slowly. Okay, now let's do the dance, because we do it because it's fun learning, and I don't cut anything because we have to laugh when you're learning. But that's fun learning. So yeah, let's do it. Dance. We are learning. We are learning Scratch programming. We're learning Scratch programming. Yay. Hey, okay. That was not good. Okay. Now, the other block is distance to mouse pointer. So it calculates the distance to the mouse pointer, from the sprite. So I'm just gonna take the simple one. Okay. So again, if you're using any other sprite, it's gonna come in the drop down, and there's only one default option, which is mouse pointer. So yeah. Now what I'm gonna be doing is taking when flag clicked and the forever loop and the say option and put it inside. As it's going, I can attach it inside, so it's like that. So now if I'm gonna be clicking the flag, it's gonna calculate the distance to mouse pointer and say it. Okay, so let's get started. So right now, the distance from the mouse pointer to the sprite is 333.58. Here it is 158.71. Okay, 133.46, like that. Now the other block is ask what's your name or anything. I'm gonna write 1 plus 1. 1 plus 1 equals 2 question mark. So it's gonna ask me this, okay? And I'm just gonna put when flag clicked to be easy, And now you see this, you can answer it. I know it's 2. I'm not bad at maths. I'm good at it. So what happened now? Because nothing is coded, what's gonna happen? It's not gonna say anything. That's why I'm also gonna be telling you about the answers. And right now, I'm also going to tell you one of the operators. A bit quick, We're going to be learning operators. Sorry about that. We're going to be learning the operators right now only, but 1 or 2 of the operators we're going to be using a little bit earlier. Okay? So this one is equals to. If this equals to this, if this equals to this, the number is equal to this, whatever. So default number comes 50. Now I want it to be the if block. If the answer, okay, I want this one, not this one. I want the if else block. If, see the default number is 50? If the answer, so you know, this is the answer like that. So it's, you can just put inside here. The answer is 2, then it means it's correct. So I'm gonna saying correct. It's gonna say correct if you write answer as 2. But if you write 3 or any other, it's gonna say sorry, it is wrong. But great try. You know? Positive attitude changes everything. So like this. Now let me just put a comma here. Let's get started. Now there's a whole program. Now if I write first, I'm not gonna cut that again. If first I'm gonna be writing 2, which is the correct answer, and then I'm gonna be writing an incorrect answer, so you can see both of the options or the situations. First I'm gonna write 2, which is the correct answer. Correct. And now if I write here 3, which is the incorrect answer, it's gonna say sorry, it is wrong, but great try. See? Perfect. Now the other one is keys pressed. So you have all the keys in the keyboard and even any option here. So you can like choose any, you know? So now I'm gonna be telling you an, very nice, cool kind of a program that I'm gonna be making right now. And here again, we are gonna be using duplication. Okay, so we're gonna be, we want 4 if-thens and 4 key pressed. So now I'm duplicating is a master. And okay, that's good. And I'm just gonna get these. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Put that in. Put that in. It's kind of relaxing too. You know, we're so close to, learning all these like categories and then making programs. I'm like seriously so excited. But, keep it cool. Keep it cool. Just keep it cool, Keep it cool. Now, I'm going to be writing here up arrow, down arrow. In this program, I'm going to be telling you more about X and Y because that's the thing we're going to be using in this program, which is very, very needed in these kind of programs. So up, down, right, left. You have the arrow keys, the magical arrow keys. Okay, now I'm going to write in here. I'm going to be going on motion. And if you remember in my introduction video, I told you that when there's up and down business and, up and down arrow keys you want to press, or if you want to go up and down, you always use Y. But if you want to go right or left, you're going to use X. So that's why I'm going to be taking these two, X and Y, and duplicating them. So now, for the up, I'm going to be using change Y by 10. And for down, I'm going to be using, okay, that's problem. Okay, perfect. And for down, I'm going to be using change Y by 10, of course. And X for right and X for left. But for the down arrow, I'm going to be writing minus 10, not 10. And for the left also, I'm going to writing minus 10. Okay? Now let's see. Now, I'm just going to use my arrow keys, okay? It's going to be simple. It's going to be easy, okay? Let's go. It's not working. Okay, I didn't press the flag. Okay. I have to put a forever block. Forgot about that. We make mistakes. We are humans. Okay, perfect. Let's start. Woohoo! It's going crazy! I'm just using my arrow keys to do this. But some of you will be also asking, why can't we use this? when key pressed. Now let me tell you. I'm just gonna get this aside so this didn't work when I'm giving an example for this. So yeah, let me just put them a little bit aside so you all didn't go distracted. And now we want 4 of these. 4 of these. And from the motion, we are again going to be taking X and Y. Right here. Change X and change Y. Duplicate, right click. And the first option, which is duplicate. Now I'm going to write in here up, down, left, and right. Perfect. Now I'm going to be writing here Y, oh, sorry, X. No, we are not X. Only 2 times Y, up and down, okay? Don't make mistakes, but we can make mistakes because we are humans, not robots. Okay, minus 10. Perfect. Now let's start. Now you'll see the thing, which is you know, the difference. Now I'm gonna start the program. Like, you'll be like, it's so same. You know what happens is that it sometimes, like, you know, doesn't work properly. Like, you have to use 2 other keys to do something, and it can't go diagonally. But if you use that process that I told you before, it can work diagonally, and it's much more fluent. And this works a little bit slower, and you know, because there's individuals and they're not together. That's why they use something like this, you know. So if you use this, it's going to be much more fluent and you can go diagonal. But if you use this, well, not the best, but that's why, you know, it is here because we can use it, and it comes in use in a little bit different way, not in this situation, but this one also comes in the other situation, though these 2 are used in some other situations, you know, so you can't, you know, compare them. You can't compare them. That's not a word. Oh my god. You can't comparison these 2 types, okay? So yeah, I'm just making it funny, you know, fun learning comparison to these. Oh my god. Okay, now I'm gonna be telling you about the next one, which is mouse down. What will happen if the mouse is down? So now I'm just gonna give a straightforward like example because you'll know that, but I'm gonna be making an example. Because when I'm going to be telling you, it's going to be much more confusing. So that's why I'm just going to give an example. So when it's going to be the mouse down, I want to say hello. Okay? Say, or again, subscribe. And it's a message to you all. Subscribe to my channel. Okay. Spelling is wrong. Subscribe. Baby. Libby. Okay. Exclamatory marks. Whatever. Now, if I'm gonna click on the sprite and then do nothing, then it's gonna say subscribe. See? Because the mouse is down after clicking on it. So that's why. It's like mouse down because the mouse is not working, so yeah. Okay. Now, other one is mouse X and mouse Y. So these 2 will calculate the cursor, if you can say. The mouse, like, the cursor's X and the cursor's Y. Fun learning. Okay, that's going awkward. Now I'm going to be using an operator here. I'm going to be using the join operator. Okay? It's going to join this, and I want like 3 of these, I guess. Yep, I want 3 of these. Now, mouse X and mouse Y, and here I'm gonna writing the mouse x equals 2, and here I'm going to write mouse y. Sorry about that. Y equals to y. Yeah. And this thing should be said. So I'm just going to pop it inside and then flat click. So now it's going to be telling you the mouse X and the mouse Y. Okay? Now let's get started. I'm just going to... So here it's showing the mouse X, and I think I need some of the space here. I'm going to give some space so, you know, it's not very bad. Now let's see. Now it's much better. So the mouse X is 238, and now the mouse Y is 180. And gonna put a further block. And now it's gonna calculate wherever my cursor or my mouse goes. Woohoo! 27, 166, and 41, 73, 74, well, 119 and 26. Okay, now the other one is set drag mode. This is something, okay, let me just tell you now. This is like when we're making a program, every sprite is on draggable mode. When we're starting a program, and you know, if you've shared the program, just for
example, imagine if you shared a program and your program is, or your sprite is on a draggable mode. So when someone is gonna be, clicking on the green flag, they can drag the sprite anywhere when the program is already working. So I don't know how to give an example for this, but if you put it on not draggable mode, it's gonna be you can't drag it when the program is working. But if it's on draggable mode, you can drag it anywhere you want when the program is working. So yeah, I think you got it. And if you have any doubts, you can ask in the comments, and I'm gonna, tell the answer straight away in the comments. If that's very popular, I'm gonna be telling you it in the video. So yeah. Now the other one is loudness and timer. So when you're using your mic, your mic is activated, then you can use this, like the loudness is -1, so it just calculates the loudness here. So yeah, it's just a variable thing kind of thing, like not a variable, but yeah, it just calculates all that thing. And a timer is a timer, it just calculates a timer. So yeah, and here from this block you can reset a timer, like that. So it's like sometimes it's resetting to 0, so that's why. So these are just kind of fun things I can do here. And the other one is backdrop off stage, backdrop name of stage. So if you click on it, it's backdrop 2. So if I do this, just a second, here. Now it's gonna say the backdrop of stage is backdrop 2. Backdrop number is also 2. The volume is 100. My variable is 0. So it just, tells about the stage. So this is a drop down which only has a default stage, and here you have 4 options from the drop down, which is backdrop, backdrop name, volume, and my variable. Okay. Now the other one is current year. Let me just, yeah. So it tells you the current year, month. I like the current month. Okay, just a second. Current month is 10th. Date, like this is just fine. Or sometimes if you're making a, seriously a, what? You know what? You're good. Okay. Like if you're making a program which is dedicated to these kind of things, then you can use this. It's kind of fun. I don't really use these things, but now this is days since 2000.
Oh, that's a big number. That is the day since they had 2000. It's just for fun. The other one is username. So you can see the username here. Hit Girl 3 to 4. You can also follow me here on Scratch. You know the username, so you can just type it right there and follow me. So whenever I share any program, which I do in the video, you can go and check it out if you have any problems, yeah. If you don't see something or if something is there, just type my name or my username, of course. Type my username on Scratch, go to my programs, and you're gonna see every program. So yeah, I've also shared some of the programs that I've also not told you about here because we are gonna be doing them a little bit later. So yeah, you can say them, you can see them. Okay, now we are going to the operators. We're on the operators, yay! Okay, so here we have the plus, the minus, the multiplication. When you're doing coding or in the computer section, we have this kind of like Logan. I'm just gonna make it a little bit bigger. This kind of a slogan is the multiplication sign, and this kind of slash is a division sign. Okay, so like that. That's too much small. Okay, that's good. Now we can plus things up, like 1 plus 1, 2, 2 minus 1, 1, like 2 divided by 8, decimal 25. So like that. You can multiply 4 and 78. Oh, 4 and 78. 312. 312, yeah. I'm just gonna get them out. So these are like kind of the operators, so you can plus, minus, multiply, and divide. Okay, now the other one is, but first, we have to dance, you know, we have to do dances again, fun learning, okay? So what can we dance? You're gonna do the cat dance. Meow, meow. We are learning Scratch programming. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We are learning Scratch programming. Ha, ha, ha. We are learning Scratch programming. We are learning Scratch programming. Okay. And the other one is pick random. Pick random from 1 to 10. So it's gonna say pick random from 1 to 10. Just one of the examples. It just picks a random number. 2, 3, 8, 4. So it's just picking random. Scratch is picking random for you. You know, these are kind of the operators. Now the other block is the greater lesser block. So the default number is 50 here. So you can even do it, like you can do any number and see what happens, you know. 6, 4 falls, right? If I do it 6, 7, true. So the 7 is much more greater. Here 6, 7, true. I'm just gonna 8, true. So it just breaks like that. So I can like give you an example for this, but you know, it just calculates that this is greater, this is smaller, kind of that thing. The true. So you want an appropriate example for these. I'm just so slopping. Is that even a word? I'm making words today. It's like making word day for me today. Okay. So if you want a, you know, nice, you know, big, bold example for these two operators, comment down below. I could do that in a future video or in any other future video. Okay, let's get on to the work, and fun is again. Fun done, now learning. Okay, fun learning. Fun learning is my motto right here. So if you want to do something fun with learning, then you're at the right place. Head girl. Woo-hoo. Okay, now what will happen if this equals to this? Like in the sensing section, I told you about this, right? So this is kind of an example for that only, but I'm just going to tell you once again, specifically. Specifically. So 5, if 5 equals to 6 in somewhere, then what's going to happen? And like this again, I'm just going to give an example right now. I got the example from this. This is my inspiration for these two examples. If this is greater than this, smaller than this, so, it's the same thing, just the logo is changed. So yeah. These are and or not. 3 of these are brother and sisters. No, they're not. Okay. So, and if answer, that's not gonna come inside. Touching mouse pointer, and I'm just making a very, so if this and this and, so this and this, it's just like a operator that you can just write anything inside it. So yeah, touching this and this, and you just have to put a whole row with this, and you can even attach these like this. So if I just take this thing and duplicate it, I can put it inside and make it bigger and bigger, so I can attach more things like this. So this comes in very handy, and we are going to be using this in most of our programs, because operators are very, 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 very useful. That was a lot of varies, but yeah, they are very useful. Now the other one is R. This or this. What do you choose? Nothing, because there's no option. So you have to just put 2 options here, and this or this, then what's going to happen is right there. So it's kind of an example I'm just telling you. This is not touching color. If not touching color, then what? Right there. Like, I'm just using these F blocks in the examples because I'm so lazy to do it. Okay. Now the other one is join. We use this in our sensing option right now. So yeah. Join apple to banana, or join 1. And it's gonna be, just a second, 11. See, it joins things. So 1, if you join 1 and 1, it's gonna be 11, like that. So yeah. The other one is letter. 1 of apple is A. So if I wanted to say it, it's gonna put inside, and it's gonna say A. Letter 3 of apple is P. And if I change the word, it's gonna be like bird, R. And if you write 5 here, but the letter has only 4, just for an example, it's not gonna say anything because that's a false. This, it's just showing blank because there can't be any, anything. It's incorrect, so that's why. Now, I'm gonna go a little bit down here, and here we go. Length of apples. Length of apple is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, if I write here, length of Sprite or subscribe. Subscribe. It's 9. 9 words. 9 subscriptions, please. Okay. Now, this is if, I'm just gonna tell you an example right now. If apple contains an A, then say yay. Okay, this is kind of rhyming. I can't do rhyming though, guys. I'm very bad at rhyming, but this is a rhyming, I guess. If apple contains an A, then it's yay. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, it's right here. Banana contains banana in N, then it's gonna say yay. Of course, it's gonna say yay. Okay. I'm happy right now. I don't know why. We can even do the else one. So if somebody asks like this, just a second, I'm just gonna put it right here. And you have a lot of fun with the operators, you know. Operator, the word is like, oh my god, it's so strict, but you can have so much fun in Scratch. Fun learning. You can have fun learning. Okay. You can, you know, put so many examples on yourself. It's gonna be amazing. If an apple contains an A, it's yay. I love it. I'm doing with it. I'm going for that. Okay. If yeah. If tech or yeah, if Scratch contains A, then we can do yay. But if not, oh my, why? Okay, now, okay, this is not gonna be an else one though. That was incorrect. It only can be this because I'm not giving the answer, so yeah. Now, the other block is mode. So you know, just like two of these. These are like, I don't know, this is for like complex mathematics because yeah, and I'm not going to be telling it right here because some of you will not understand it, but if you're a curious mind, you can go on Scratch Wiki. So, yeah. And again, if you have any problems, you can comment down below. Now, the other one is round. So, it like, rounds a number, round figure, like if I write 5, and I just have to make 0.0. Point, yeah, and now I'm gonna say it. It's gonna say this. Nothing. It's not. Okay. 0. You know, was 5, and for right here, 0. I'm just writing. I'm just gonna smashing my keyboard. I don't know why. Why can't I write? My God, glitchy litchies. 0. Okay, this is not letting me write, guys. I don't know why. Sorry about that. It's a glitchy. Let me just try it again. Yeah, it's not letting me write any. Okay, I can only write the numbers. Oh, sorry about that. I was smashing my keyboard, and I didn't even notice that I was smashing my alphabets. Because like everybody knows that you can run off alphabets. I was just smashing my keyboard. I was like, I was not seeing that I was smashing my alphabets. So yeah, that's gonna round it. It's gonna be 1. So if I just say that, it's gonna say 1 with 7. So yeah. Now the other one is of this. So these are some complex cos, tan, s, and ecos. Some of them I don't even know, like most of them. So yeah, this is a complex math. And again, if you're a curious mind, go on Wiki, Scratch Wiki. You know, it's gonna come on the first page, the home page. You know, Wiki Wednesdays. You can go there, pick your language, and see the thing. Okay, so you can write anything here, like 5 cos. I don't know, square. Yeah, square would be good. It's gonna be something like this. So yeah. So this is for this video. Thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell and like the video. I'm gonna be seeing you in the next video. Bye bye. And fun learning is the whole thing in my channel. We had fun and learning together, which is fun learning, which is my motto for this channel. So if you want to know fun learning, come to my channel. And if you have any friends or family who likes fun learning, please tell them I'm here right here. You can do fun learning with me. So I'm gonna be seeing you in the next video.